Greetings, Willowdale. Dr. Kelly here. I want to say a huge thank you to all of our families that attended our back to school night. We had a tremendous turnout. Thank you to our HSA, Cub Scout groups, and at our local library, and everyone who volunteered that night, our teachers, our support staff, everyone, to make this a night to remember. Thank you all for coming into Willowdale and just starting this year off tremendously. So thank you again. This upcoming week or over the next 2 weeks, we have a lot of fun-filled events. So September 11th is our HSA meeting. It will be at 6:15 here at Willowdale in our library. Every parent, guardian, family member connected to Willowdale, we invite you all out to attend. This is a way to get involved, to give your input. Please check out our new awesome website for many more details and how you can get involved. On September 15th, it is our back to school picnic, and that will be at 6 p.m. Bring food. We will have some fun, some games. You'll get to meet various members of our school community. It really is a great time for our parents, families to engage right here at Willowdale. Speaking of HSA, we are still in need of homeroom captain. So if you are interested in possibly being a homeroom captain for your student's homeroom, please fill out the sheet, get back to us. We would love to have you. We would love to have your ideas, your thoughts, and thank you in advance for helping serve our kiddos. September 22nd, we will hold our first brewing conversations with Dr. Kelly. It is right here at Willowdale. It is from 9:15 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. Families, we want to hear from you. This is our time to continue to build the homeschool partnership. Our first meeting will serve as a meet and greet and just really discussing all things Willowdale. We have a new schedule, we have some new curriculum, and so it really is a time to spend to get feedback from you as families and for you all to get information from me as principal. So this is something that I'm really looking forward to. And if you can attend, please use the RSVP form just so we can make sure that we have enough coffee for you all. And if you forget to RSVP, you're still welcome. We're really looking forward to those conversations. So thank you in advance. September 25th, we do not have school. And then September 28th is our first Willowdale Multicultural Night. We have been planning so hard. We have some math games. It's a Title I/Title III event, so math and reading stations. For our families who access our ELL services, we will be going over WIDA scores and giving information regarding WIDA. Parents, if you have question about our standard space report card, it's time that you can come in and ask kind of, hey, what does this mean? Or if you need to prepare questions to ask at maybe the upcoming parent-teacher conference, this is a great time to connect with us regarding that. If you need Skyward help, we have a really great app in the district that we would love for you all to download and utilize. We can help you with that. We can help you navigate, get signed up for Skyward, be able to access your kiddos' report cards, iReady testing, all things Skyward. We will have tech support here. In addition to, we want to learn from you all. We have so many rich cultural assets right here in our local Willowdale community. So if you are interested in bringing a cultural dish or setting up a small table with either things that are important to you from your culture, maybe your kid wants to do a display board, and so that members of our community can also share in what is important to you from a cultural standpoint. So thank you. Please sign up. The link is embedded into this week's Some More. We'll also send it out through an e-alert. We want to learn about you, and so please come out. This is open to everyone, grades K through 5 here at Willowdale. So thank you in advance. And whether you bring a dish or whether you set up our table, or even if you just want to come and enjoy the Willowdale community, thank you. Again, parents, families, teachers, everyone here, you all are so important, and we can't do this without you. As I stated earlier, this upcoming week is September 11th, and so I remember where I was on that very pivotal day. And for a lot of our younger learners, kiddos, ask your parents, your grandparents, your family members if they remember that really pivotal day in our history. And I want to say thank you from the Willowdale community to all of those who served or connected to those who have served for that September 11th tragic day in our nation's history. And as a result, I want to read for some of our younger learners who were not around during that time a book called Fireboat: The Historic Adventures of the John J. Harvey. And it's going to talk about the rich history of this boat and how it was recommissioned for September 11th in heroic service. Fireboat. New York City, 1931. Amazing things were happening, big and small. The Empire State Building went up, up, up. Babe Ruth hit his 611th home run in Yankee Stadium. The tasty candy treat Snickers hit the stores. The George Washington Bridge was suspended elegantly across the mighty Hudson River. Champion Penley, Calling of Blarney, won Best in Show at the Warminster Kennel Club. On a hot and jazzy night, the word hotcha was invented. And on a sunny, fresh day, the John J. Harvey Fireboat was launched. There were 12 fireboats in New York City. The Harvey was the largest, fastest, and shiniest fireboat of them all. It had 5 diesel engines, so it could go 20 miles per hour. That's pretty fast. 8 pipes that could shoot 16,000 gallons of water per minute, equal to 20 fire trucks. A completely round steering wheel, many brass nozzles housed in the gold room, a control dial in the pilot's cabin, a very nice can to oil all squeaks, ropes, caulk lines, and lots of levers, buttons, and buckets. There was a pilot and a crew ready in 2 minutes to fight the fires. They were a brave group. And there was a dog named Smokey who did not put out the fires but had many nice spots. The Harvey went up and down the river fighting fires. It fought fires at the bustling piers. The piers were the places where ships and trains brought all manner of merchandise to be sold in the city, like wood and cotton and bananas and bubblegum and everything. It fought the fire of the great ocean liner Normandy. Sometimes the Harvey just went out to shoot water in celebration. Many years passed, a new captain had come on board, Bob Lenny. He and his crew fought many fires, but New York was changing. The Twin Towers were now the tallest building in New York City. The piers were closing. 1995. The city no longer needed so many fireboats. The Harvey was considered old and useless. It sat in the water for 5 years, waiting to be sold for scrap. And then a very surprising thing happened. A group of friends were eating at a restaurant called Florent. They had heard about the fireboat and decided something. Let's save the Harvey. Let's buy her. Everyone needs a fireboat. We won't put out fires. We'll just have fun. And they did. They took it to Caddell's shop repair yard in Staten Island. Even there they said, she is old. It will be hard to fix her. But the owner said, fix. So they fixed beautifully. They repaired the two propellers, making them new with a shiny coat of brass. Brass does not rust. They repaired the holes with steel plates and covered the places where the rivets wept. They scraped barnacles and seaweed off the hull and painted her with a shiny coat of red paint. And once again, the Harvey was on the water. Tim, the engineer, keeping things running smoothly. Huntley at the wheel. Jessica, the assistant engineer, at the controls in the noisy engine room. Andrew welding, Chase helping, John fixing, Tom cooking, and Bob Lenny watching over everyone and being very proud. They made friends with the only other fireboats on the river, the Firefighter and the McKean. Everyone said the Harvey is a nice old boat, but she could never be used to fight a fire. Never. But then, on September 11th, 2001, something so huge and horrible happened that the world shook. It was 8:45 in the morning, another beautiful and shiny day. Two airplanes crashed into the Twin Towers. Crashed into these two strong buildings. The sky filled with fire and smoke. The buildings exploded and fell down to the ground. Many people were hurt. Many lives were lost. The news spread the city had been attacked. Everyone was terrified, but people were brave. The entire city sprang into action. Firefighters and police officers and doctors and construction workers and teachers and cooks and children and parents. The mayor was strong. He said, "We will all work together. We will not be broken." What were the people of the Harvey doing when the planes hit? Bob Lenny was trimming hedges. Tom was drinking tea in his kitchen. Chase was walking his dog Radar. Tim was reading the paper. Jessica was writing a story. Andrew was welding. John was working. Huntley was reading David Copperfield. The Harvey was snoozing at the pier. They all had one thought: get to the Harvey, and they did. They called the fire department. John J. Harvey ready to help. How can we help? The answer came: you can't help fight the fire, but you can ferry people to safety. But suddenly an urgent message came loud and clear. John J. Harvey, where are you? We need you. We need you. The water pipes were broken and buried, and the fire trucks that had raced to the scene could not pump water. The firefighters attached hoses to the Harvey. The Harvey fought the fires alongside the McKean and the Firefighter. For 4 days and nights, the Harvey pumped water. The crew took turns sleeping. People brought supplies: fuel, sweaters, gloves, pizza, sandwiches, and coffee. They worked and cried. They fought the fire until it was under control. Finally, it was time for the Harvey to go home. Everyone on the boat had never seen anything so terrible, and they had never felt so proud. The Harvey was a hero, and everyone knew it. The Harvey won an important award. This says, National Preservation Award, John J. Harvey, for capping a distinguished career of service by coming out of retirement to provide invaluable aid in New York City's hour of need, October 18th, 2001. At the ceremony, the audience cheered and some even cried. Now the Twin Towers are gone. Something new will be built. The heroes who died will be remembered forever. The Harvey is back to being a very happy boat. Not scrapped, not useless, not forgotten. A proud and plucky friend, and all that's left to say is, Hotcha, and thank you. Wait a minute, there is something more to say. The friends of the Harvey have found a little tugboat to adopt. Doesn't everyone need a tugboat? Well, thank you, Willowdale. Thank you for listening to this story. And again, thank you for all of those who have a strong connection to September 11th, 2001, a day that will live in remembrance for all of us. So thank you, Willowdale. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. Have fun learning. Goodbye.